No matter how hard I try, I cannot come up with any place I'd rather call home than Ankeny. We raised our family here, so when it came time to downsize, I knew there was no place for me but Ankeny. From unique shops to incredible restaurants, there's always something new to explore, and it's all just a few minutes away. Building my home here with Caliber was one of the best decisions I've ever made. If you're thinking about making a move, let me help you find your perfect home. You'll fall in love with Ankeny just like I have. Let's talk soon.
Dear Cable Internet, I've met someone I can rely on, who moves my speed and is okay with how much I work. I'm sorry, but US Cellular Home Internet and I just have a stronger connection.
Get connected with US Cellular's home internet for just $39.99 when bundled with a wireless plan, plus a 3-year price lock guarantee. US Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At that point, I'd be like, just yell at the ref. Please, you don't have to go home. Okay, I was gonna say. That works. The middle ref is. I don't even know.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome all to tonight's varsity boys soccer match, featuring Davenport North Wildcats taking on your Ankeny Hawks. Now, starting lineups for Davenport North. Number 2, Lance Brock. Number 4, Landon Quinn. Number 6, Juan Nucci. Number 7, Yusuf Alaf. Number 8, Caleb Highfecker. Number 10, Javier Alvarado. Number 11, Tucker List. Number 13, Reese Green. Number 17, Derek Partman. Number 23, Malachi Thornburg. And in goal, number 0, Drew Franklin. Davenport is led by head coach David Gamble. Starting for your Ankeny Hawks, number 5, Henry McMillan. Number 6, Austin Lundberg. Number 7, Dylan Globiak. Number 8, Jack Krusky. Number 9, Landon Benj. Number 10, Cal Wahlberg. Number 11, Keaton Cabot. Number 13, Andrew Loader. Number 15, Brandon Thoughts. Number 23, Cannon Cadell. And in goal, number 0, Jackson Dockendorf. Hawks are led by head coach Trevor Fuccio, assisted by Jacob Patratz and Mason Madrid. Referees for tonight's match, Damian O'Hare, assisted by Justin Moore and John O'Bannon. At this time, we ask that you...
My real estate team knows that sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. As an Ankeny mom, I have seen how important they are for success in school and beyond. I've been helping families here for over 20 years as a realtor, and I know that our schools and community activities are second to none. That's why people love to call Ankeny home, and that's why I am a supporter. If I can help you or anyone you know find the perfect home in Ankeny or the Metro, let's talk. And now it's time to cheer on our kids.
Look, here's a phone company who wants us to use our phones less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. US Cellular, built for us. It's a free ride.
But I already paid.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Welcome on to our stream here tonight for the Ankeny Hawks. They're taking on Davenport North Wildcats out of Davenport, Iowa. Ankeny Hawks are ready to go at their starting lineups. Davenport North walk in tonight's matchup 2-0, and the Ankeny Hawks 1-2. Here we go, ready to go. Ankeny Hawks in their nice black and maroon uniforms. That's a nice pattern on front of their uniforms. And as well as Davenport North in their yellow uniforms on top with blue lettering and blue shorts. We're ready to go. Davenport North will start with ball here first. It is showtime here at Ankeny High School. We're ready to go. Davenport North will have ball all the way back towards the goalie. Looks like they went to the middle, and they're going to shift it all the way closest over here to the right, and they get a nice kick off. I want to go all the way back close to the goalie. Ankeny Hawks looking to set something up here and possibly get a goal here early. Davenport North has started off with a lead here with their last 2 games that they have played. Ankeny Hawks might have a shot. That one goes in, and Ankeny Hawks score! Nice goal by the Hawks right away. Not even a full minute in. And the Hawks lead 1-0. Number 9, Landon Bench with the goal. He's the guy that you want to watch out for tonight. We didn't have a pregame show here tonight, but if we did, that'd be the player you want to watch for the rest of the night tonight. He is the goal scorer for the Hawks. He's got 6 now on goal and in the goal this season. Davenport North now wants to get something on the board. Ankeny Hawks, big shout out to them for starting this one off hot. Considering that Davenport North has had a great start to the season, they're 2-0. Ankeny Hawks wanting to change that one up. That one will be punted all the way past the 50. We're at the Hawks logo. Hawks are going to move it around all the way to the far side. That one's a nice pass up there, a header by the Wildcats. Wahlberg. He's 2v1'd up by the Wildcats. Wildcats will grab possession back from him, trying to move up, and they will. Double team incoming there. Nice way to get it up there. Ankeny Hawks break out the pass, kicks it back, and Wildcats will have the ball out. Will fall out, and it'll be the Hawks' ball. It'll be a Hawks throw-in. They're on the far side trying to move around here. Lundberg kicks it back to McMillan. We've got a foul call. It'll be foul on the Wildcats. Hawks will have a free kick. First free kick of the night for the Hawks.
Set piece opportunity for Ankeny.
That's a nice free kick there for the Hawks, and that one will go in the goalie's arms. Drew Franklin is in the goal for the Wildcats. You'll hear his name a couple times here tonight. That's a nice kick by him. Going over 50 yards there. Hawks will grab possession back, trying to move forward with it. That one's taken back by the Wildcats. Wildcats might have a run on the outside. He moves back to the center. That one's going to go far to the far side. Hawks is going to grab that one, and that'll be Dockendorf in goal for the Hawks. Hawks here. The close side moving into the center. That was a nice break up there by the Wildcats. Hawks will get the possession right back. Wildcats trying to find an open look here, but the back line here for the Hawks is staying strong defensively. That one will go up. Nice header there. Wildcats are not giving up on this one at all. Ankeny's back line isn't either. Hawks are trying to get it past the 50-yard line there. They couldn't. Wildcats back with the ball. Ankeny with the ball moving forward. A nice little pass there. In traffic, though. The Wildcats get the ball back. They're moving forward with it. Ankeny back with the ball around that 50-yard line. They can't get out of the two 40-yard lines there. Hawks are going to break it here. Wildcats. Pretty big defensive battle here. I'm going to guess this one here, whatever defense breaks first is going to be the next goal scorer here. Back line for the Wildcats. I'm going to guess is what held the Wildcats. Actually got them those 2 wins, 2-0. That one's going to be a foul call on the Hawks. It'll be a free kick here for the Wildcats. Nice free kick there by the Wildcats. They might have a shot there. Close hand ball, and Dockendorf will have it. Dockendorf, he's going to pick it up. He'll throw it all to the far side. I'm going to guess here tonight you're going to have a couple goals that are going to be shot far out. That one's a nice little pass up, but broken up by the Wildcats. Wildcats with the ball up in the air. Hawks will take that one back. Hawks wanting to get something started. We have a wide open Hawk all the way on the outside. He'll try and move it. Kick it in the inside. Close hand ball there. Hawks, nice kick forward. That one gets back out to the outside. Nice little move there. He'll break off the defender. Hawks want to get something started. That one's a nice kick up in the air. No hand there, just went off the chest. Close. Krosky was fighting there for the Hawks, just could not maintain it. Wildcats will have the ball on the far side. 34 minutes left here in the first. Pretty heavy battle, and it's been a pretty heavy defensive battle for both teams here tonight on this beautiful Friday night here at Ankeny High School. Ankeny will be called with a handball. Mookie will kick the ball first here for the Wildcats, and that one will go far and fly. Now this is where special teams coaches first look at the sport of soccer to find a kicker. That's exactly why right there. Hawks will have the ball. Dribbling in a little bit of traffic there. He'll move it to the center. Made a nice little M right there, moving forward with the ball. That one taken away by the Wildcats. They might have a little run here. Nice defense by the Hawks. Once again, Dockendorf will handle. Kicks it all the way to the far side, and that one will be just kicked a little too high up in the air for a header. Davenport will have a throw-in, and we'll have a substitution. Evan Parun. Sebastian Paz will be into the game for the Wildcats. Ankeny might have a run here, not too early. Don't want to call it or jinx it a little early, but that one will be broken. That pass will be broken up by Quinn. He's going to try and go from the outside, possibly kick it inside to get a goal shot. That one's kicked, and that one's just a little too far to the outside. Dockendorf saw that one was going to go a little too far, and he let that one fly.
Goal kick, Ankeny.
Dockendorf will have a goal kick, but he decides to just pass it off. Hawks on the outside. If you're just joining us, the Hawks only 40 seconds in, 40 seconds in, scored the first goal of the night. Hawks right away came out strong against a 2-0 team. Well, that 2-0 team right now is playing heavy offense here on the Hawks, but the Hawks are not giving up. That is exactly what's keeping this Hawks team into the game. Their defense is incredible so far tonight. Wildcats are trying to move in. Nice block there. Hawks will have possession of the ball. Nice kick across field. Continuing. Nice little slide tackle there. Will break it up. Wildcats will get the ball back. Trying to move that one forward. That one will go out. Last touch, Jayhawk. Quinn will throw it in first. Or excuse me, Quinn will throw it in for the Wildcats. Lundberg will be charged with the foul of a push on of Lardo. Free kick here. That one's up in the air, close to the goal. Dockendorf, nice save by him. We're only 10 minutes into this game, but Dockendorf so far has been a shutdown goalie. I gotta say the same thing for Franklin. Hawks might break that here once again. Pass is broken up. Yes, Franklin has been scored on tonight. Score is 1-0 Hawks, but so far that was a nice shot anyway by the Hawks. So I will most definitely give him the credit tonight that he's been pretty locked down so far. Hawks here moving around in the back. Nice kick forward there. Nobody is around, and Franklin will retrieve that one. He wanted to throw it, but he'll boot it away. Hawks will get the ball here. Nasty double team there by the Wildcats. That'll break it up. Wildcats will be past the 50, moving forward with it. He slipped and fell there. Nice save by Dockendorf. Nice kick there by the Wildcats to move it out. Still trying to find possession of who will have it. The Hawks will win that one. Hawks trying to move forward with it, but this line of the Wildcats is pretty much shutting it down. Wildcats will have ball. They're past the 50 now. Trying to move forward with it. Moving forward with it. Double team by the Hawks. Nice double team by them to move forward. It'll be on the outside. Trying to move forward with it. They're past the 50. They have a open guy in the center. Kicks it forward. That's a nice breakup there by Brock. Hawks once again with the ball, trying to move forward with it, but lost control. Hawks once again will have it. Wildcats want to push it forward. They're going to push it forward at the 40. Hawks on the close side here, trying to move forward. It'll be a double team, triple team there. They'll still have ball. That one will be kicked out. The Hawks will have a throw-in. Be thrown in there close, and that one will roll out. Once again, it'll be a Hawks ball. Nice throw in there, but the Wildcats will have possession. They'll kick it off. They're going to grab it. Trying to keep it moving. Wildcats will have it. I do have to give it to the Wildcats. They're not really clumping up. I might have just jinxed that right there. They're clumping up a little bit in the middle, but it's a nice way, and that one will just fall out for Ankeny. Throw-in. 26 minutes to go. Hawks do lead 1-0.
All-Star Concrete, Roy Plumbing, Casey's, Central Bank, Central City, Chicken Coop, CMC Pools, Creative Cutters, Flooring America.
Davenport North with the ball at the 50-yard line. They're moving forward. Ankeny Hawks, that's going to be caught up with a Hawks talon there. Hawks with the ball. Wanting to move forward. They're not really clumping up there in the middle, which is a good thing. That one might be a nice pass there on the outside. He might have a shot. He's trying to move in on a double team by the Wildcats. That one's going to be passed off, though, to the Wildcats. Hawks will once again have the ball, trying to move forward on it. That one's going to go out to outside little. Actually, not too far. That's trying to kick it in. Once again, he is your goal scorer earlier for the Hawks. Lead 1-0. That will be kicked out. Hawks will have a throw-in. Hawks at the 50-yard line here. Trying to set something up or actually just get another advantage here. I'm going to say that the Hawks most definitely are just probably going to end up having to rush it a little bit. The Wildcats didn't look prepared for the first goal, and that was primarily because the Hawks were rushing it a little bit, and I would say that was a lucky goal, but also it was a nice shot by Bench. Wildcats trying to move forward with it. They will pass the 50-yard line. And I got to say, this Hawks last line
Goal kick, Ankeny.
is primarily a dominant line. Wildcats have been close to the goal. Dockendorf has had a couple times where he's had to use his gloves and his feet, but it's been minimal for tonight. As you just saw, the Hawks did have 3 guys running after the ball. That's how heavy of a defense this is, and I like to see that. Hawks are on the close side here, trying to move forward. They will. It's going to get past, looks to get past the 50-yard line, and it will not. Wildcats will take the ball back. Nice defense there by the Hawks, trying to move forward with it. They will. It's going to be kicked out to that close side here. Nice save. Bench with the ball. One of the captains for your Hawks. Also the only goal scorer here tonight. Wildcats try to break that one up. They did. On the far side is the Wildcats. Nice block there by the Hawks. That one's going to fall out. I'm going to go ahead and look at the flagger here for this one because I can't see, and it's going to be thrown for the Hawks. Hawks trying to move forward here with the ball. It's going to be broken up by the Wildcats. That one was a close one there. Continuing. That one's going to be broken up there. Looks like he fell. I'm not going to say that one was a slide tackle there. It looked like he kind of fell there. Davenport North close to the goal as they've been tonight. That one's going to be broken up nice by the defense by the Hawks. Moving forward with it. That's going to go out the Hawks, but I'm going to have to give it to them. That's heck of defense played so far tonight by them. Substitution coming in. Haven't seen a corner kick here tonight. We are coming up to 20 minutes And we have not seen a corner kick here tonight, which is very surprising to me. I've never gone a full 20 minutes without one corner kick in all my days of being around the soccer game, even though I've only been around for about 3 years. But I've never seen it.
Throw in Ankeny.
Ankeny's going to have a throw in. That was a nice little bounce pass there. A little bit of basketball slang there. Nice way to keep it in there. Hawks so far dominant on offense. That bench might have another one here tonight. That was a close call there for a foul. Nothing called, but bench, he's trying to work back to get that second goal and possibly a hat trick later on tonight. Hawks with the ball in the offense area. And really looks like the Wildcats are pretty clumped up right now. They're all sitting in that center area, which might come back and hurt them here if the Hawks can get something in. The outside, a nice outside shot. Bench with a shot, and Franklin with a nice save there by Franklin.
Go North, wake up!
From my angle, it looked like it would have been a little far anyway, but that was still a nice save by Franklin. Hawks once again inside his bench. He's trying to move out so he can do a little curl kick. Hawks still in the offense area. That one's going to be kicked up, and we got a good field goal here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you're here for football and soccer here tonight as we have a good field goal. A couple substitutions come in for the Hawks and the Wildcats.
Tucker, get one.
In for Ankeny, number 19.
Wildcats with the ball after substitutions came in for both teams. Heavy defense. Nice defense there by the Hawks. That one's going to be kicked all the way and fall out. It'll be throw-in for the Hawks. "1-0 is your score. The Hawks lead 1-0. 40 seconds into the game. Landon Bench, number 9, their leading scorer with a nice fast break a little bit. Hawks moved pretty fast there on offense and ended up getting a nice goal early off. It'll be thrown here for the Wildcats. Good defense there by the Hawks, and Dockendorf will have the ball for the Hawks. He'll roll it to the far side. Hawks moving forward with it on the far side, continuing. Took that one to the face. Cale Austin's ended up taking that one. I believe that was Cale Austin, but yeah, it was Cale Austin that ended up taking that one to the face, and I was worried there for a second. He was spitting, and thought he might have been spitting out blood, but he put the thumbs up over to coach, and he says he's good to play. So game will continue on with the Hawks on the outside, trying to move forward with it. They succeed to get in within the 20-yard line. Outside is Austin trying to move in, or also find an open Hawk. He'll move in with it. Continuing. That's the first time I think that this Hawks offense has really broken this back line for the Wildcats. Moving in close to the goal. Hawks have to try and get back on defense here, but they do get the possession back, so they're okay so far. Continuing. Bench, oh, close there. Wildcats are Hawks are still in that 20-yard line, and Wildcats do break it. They're still within the 40-yard line, though, so Hawks still have a shot here with 16 minutes to go. Continuing to move forward with it on the close side. That one's going to roll out, and I believe it will be Wildcat throw-in.
In for Davenport, number 9, Taylor. Number 10, number 13, Mason.
Wildcats with the throw in there. They're going to continue, but once again, the ball will be taken away by the Hawks. Austin in the middle. So far tonight, it's been a good night here of soccer so far by the Hawks. We're up 1-0. Bench once again leading scorer, shoots it on the goal, and nice catch there by Franklin. Nice catch. Franklin's had to work his butt off so far tonight, and I would tell you here if the defense wasn't there, it'd be a nice 1v1 battle between Bench and Franklin. And I wouldn't be able to put a bet down because they're both pretty good. That one's going to fall out. It'll be Hawk throwing. As we graze 14 minutes left in the first half. Three defensive guys here so far on the backside there for the Hawks. They're going to go ahead and move forward on the back. Excuse me, on the outside. Ankeny's going to have a throw-in. Davenport, nice way to break that up because that could have been another dangerous situation for the Wildcats as Ankeny's been flying up and down the field so far tonight. Ankeny on ball. They're going to continue to move as they kick it back, try and reset to the close side. The Wildcats have shut down the in between the hash marks, inside hash marks so far tonight. So the Hawks are going to end up either have to find a way to be able to kick it inside and actually find the goal.
Throw in Davenport.
Which is going to be tough with this defense. Like I said, they play within those hash marks when it does get close to the goal. Or the Hawks even might be able to get one from the outside, which seems like an easy task, but when you're a high schooler, there's no way it'd be an easy task. So Wildcats will throw it in here. It's a nice throw. And we're going to have a foul call. It'll be Wildcat free kick.
Foul on Ankeny.
Wildcats, on the backside there. Nukin trying to move around Davenport, and they might have a shot. Nice break up there by the Hawks. And this one's going to go out. The Hawks will have a throw-in. Substitution. A couple substitutions coming in.
Coming in for Ankeny, number 6, Austin Lumber. For Davenport, number 23, Malachi Thornburg. Up for Ankeny, number 8, Jack Husky. Throw in Davenport.
Davenport will have a throw in there. Hawks will have ball. They'll kick it up. Austin trying to grab that one. He was unable to. Wildcats will have possession. Moving in on the line. A shot will be on Dockendorf. Nice save. And he gets 2 saves. Dockendorf keeps the ball out of goal. Dockendorf lockdown goal here so far tonight. Wildcats trying to change that. They're very close there of changing that, but Dockendorf, with his speed, he was able to get up there and grab it with the hands. Nice save by him. Talking about goalies, Franklin will have it. He'll kick it over to the side, closest to us. Back to the center. That will come to our side. Moving back towards the center, but that one's came off weird on the foot. Hawks will grab possession of the ball. Tried to save, and we've got... That one did fall out. And the Hawks are charged with a yellow card.
Yellow card on number 19, Ty Newhart.
Number 19, Ty Newhart, will be charged with a yellow card. Center official did try and call him over to talk to him. And looked like he did refuse to talk to him there. And
in for Ankeny, number 23, Candy Ganal.
He did end up giving him the yellow card, so he'll be out for 5 minutes. Oh, never mind. I need a refresher on my soccer rules. Good thing we have Andy Pollock up here tonight helping me out, because otherwise we might have been in a little bit of a pickle and I would have given you some misinformation. That one's going to be kicked all the way out to the outside. Franklin will grab it, but he wants to start one off here, as well as the Wildcats. Wildcats are moving on the outside pretty fast, but Austin.
Foul on Ankeny.
Austin will be called on that foul.
We'd like to thank more of our elite sponsors: Jimmy John's, JP Party Rentals, Lamberti Murphy and Strong, Mapes Construction Company, Olive Garden, Sandine Photography, Sports Page Grill, The Concrete Company, The Insurance Station, Teriyaki House, Roof Iowa, Van Wall Equipment, Wee's Tees.
That one's
Chick-fil-A.
kicked up by the Hawks. And I keep hearing all these food sponsors that are making me very hungry. I just came from baseball practice and I am very starving. Hawks will have the ball all the way on the outside. Nice kick there by him. As you saw, Bench was the only one down there for the Hawks. Nice block there. That was kicked by Austin, though. Austin's being told to get down there once again, but couldn't make it in time for the Wildcats to take that one back. That was a nice play there by them. Moving down the field by is Thornburg, trying to get a goal, and we're gonna have no foul called there. He did end up tripping, but no foul. Wildcats will have ball. Continuing. No foul there either. Hawks might have a chance, and Franklin will grab that one. Hawks continuing.
Throw in Ankeny.
Ankeny will have a throw in. A couple substitutions as well. Once again, have to mention, we do still have 6 minutes left here in the first half, but in all my years of doing this, I've still not seen a first half without a corner kick. And so far in this one, we have not seen a corner kick, so it's been a pretty good game. But Wildcats on trying to score. Dockendorf with a nice kick to get it out of there. Austin for the Hawks will try and grab that one. That one's kicked away by Quinn. Foul call on the Hawks.
Foul on Ankeny.
Far side is the Wildcats. Bird kicks over. Kicked up in the air, and I can't see numbers. 3 headers there. That one's kicked inside. Dockendorf was ready to catch that one. He dropped to his knees. That one's kicked all the way back to the 40. Hawks trying to apply pressure here. No foul call. That one's going to fall out.
Goal kick.
And we're going to have a goal kick. Dockendorf will have the goal kick for the Hawks.
In for Davenport, number 12, yellow card. Replacing number 7, Yusuf Allah.
The Hawks are trying to move around here with the ball. Within the last, I'd say 4 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, the Wildcats have come alive on the offensive side and actually came past 50 multiple times. Had a couple shots on goal as well. And if it wasn't for Dockendorf in the goal for the Hawks, I wouldn't be able to say this is a 1-0 ball game for the Hawks here so far. Dockendorf, the ball, he'll kick it over to the side. Close call there, though. That's a steal right there. Dockendorf ready to go and goal. That one's kicked over to the side. Nice block. Hawks might have a sprint here. And that one's going to be kicked here to the side. It's going to be picked up, though. Be good to go. Kicked back. Close call there on the line. Dockendorf is going to have the ball. Hawks continuing, trying to move forward with 2:35 to go in the first half. They're all the way on the outside. Moving forward and close by the goal. Three, two, 2-1. That one's going to be kicked out by the Hawks. And we're going to have a couple substitutions for the Wildcats with 2 minutes here to go in the first half. Been a good game so far for both sides. I would say Ankeny's had to take this one by a little bit more than the Wildcats by the nice goal of Landon Bench, number 9 for the Hawks. 40 seconds into the game.
Number 18, Ian Bitterman.
Nice break up there by the Hawks. trying to move forward once again on this very tough Wildcat defense. And we're going to have a yellow card called on the Wildcats. That's our second wild card, or excuse me, not wild card, yellow card tonight. One for each team. Tucker List will be charged with the yellow card there.
In for Davenport, number 7, Yusuf Allah.
First yellow cards I've seen this season. Decided to go with a nice little kick to the outside, which I don't blame there, because if he would have kicked it, it probably would have gone center there, and all the defensive players were there for the Wildcats. Back again on the outside. Double team is heavy there by the Wildcats. Outside, that one's going to be kicked out. Wildcats do have a pretty good defense set up with the double team, and so far that's been able to break up some of the times that when Ankeny's had a shot to get it on goal.
Foul on Ankeny.
Foul call on Ankeny. We're under a minute to go here in the first half. Wildcats, I'm going to say that's going to probably be it. They're going to have a shot on goal here 40 seconds to go. I don't think unless Ankeny can steal here, they're not going to have a shot here before half. Wildcats all the way here to the close side. Don't have much time here, 30 seconds to go. Wildcats, Quinn on the close side, moving forward with it. He'll have a double team if he can get past this Hawk right here. He walks into a double team. Hawks break it up. That one's going to go out. Wildcats do have a chance. It's 15 seconds to go here until we head to half. That one's a throw in there.
10,
Wildcats have to get one on there.
7, 6, 5.
And the Hawks might have a shot. Wildcats trying to shoot one, and there's not going to be time. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Ankeny Hawks lead 1-0 after number 9 Landon Bench's goal. 40 seconds into the first half. We've got 10 seconds set on the clock ready to go for halftime. We'll be back with another 40 minutes to go for some good Ankeny Hawk action here, boys soccer style. You're watching Ankeny High School Sports Network.
No matter how hard I try, I cannot come up with any place I'd rather call home than Ankeny. We raised our family here, so when it came time to downsize, I knew there was no place for me but Ankeny. From unique shops to incredible restaurants, there's always something new to explore, and it's all just a few minutes away. Building my home here with Caliber was one of the best decisions I've ever made. If you're thinking about making a move, let me help you find your perfect home. You'll fall in love with Ankeny just like I have. Let's talk soon.
Dear Cable Internet, I've met someone I can rely on, who moves my speed and is okay with how much I work. I'm sorry, but US Cellular Home Internet and I just have a stronger connection.
Get connected with US Cellular's home internet for just $39.99 when bundled with a wireless plan, plus a 3-year price lock guarantee. US Cellular, built for us.
We're here at US Cellular, Frost Days, where our customers get exclusive deals just for them. It's like we got our own special club. Should we show them?
Get $1,200 off any phone plus $500 off any tablet. Us Days at US Cellular.
Estate team knows that sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. As an Ankeny mom, I have seen how important they are for success in school and beyond. I've been helping families here for over 20 years as a realtor, and I know that our schools and community activities are second to none. That's why people love to call Ankeny home, and that's why I am a supporter. If I can help you or anyone you know find the perfect home in Ankeny or the Metro, let's talk. And now it's time to cheer on our kids.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Our phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic, don't you think? Ugh, I love this song so much.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. US Cellular, built for us.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic, don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic.
But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. US Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
Look, here's a phone company who wants us to use our phones less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. US Cellular, built for us.
It's a free ride. But I already paid.
No matter how hard I try, I cannot come up with any place I'd rather call home than Ankeny. We raised our family here, so when it came time to downsize, I knew there was no place for me but Ankeny. From unique shops to incredible restaurants, there's always something new to explore, and it's all just a few minutes away. Building my home here with Caliber was one of the best decisions I've ever made. If you're thinking about making a move, let me help you find your perfect home. You'll fall in love with Ankeny just like I have. Let's talk soon.
Dear cable internet, I've met someone I can rely on, who moves my speed and is okay with how much I work. I'm sorry, but US Cellular Home Internet and I just have a stronger connection.
Get connected with US Cellular's home internet for just $39.99 when bundled with a wireless plan, plus a 3-year price lock guarantee. US Cellular, built for us.
We're here at US Cellular, Frost Days, where our customers get exclusive deals just for them. It's like we got our own special club. Should we show them?
Get $1,200 off any phone plus $500 off any tablet. Us Days at US Cellular.
My real
estate team knows that sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. As an Ankeny mom, I have seen how important they are for success in school and beyond. I've been helping families here for over 20 years as a realtor, and I know that our schools and community activities are second to none. That's why people love to call Ankeny home, and that's why I am a supporter. If I can help you or anyone you know find the perfect home in Ankeny or the Metro, let's talk. And now it's time to cheer on our kids.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Our phones were made to help us connect, and somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic, don't you think? Ugh, I love this song so much.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. US Cellular, built for us.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Real estate team knows that sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. As an Ankeny mom, I have seen how important they are for success in school and beyond. I've been helping families here for over 20 years as a realtor, and I know that our schools and community activities are second to none. That's why people love to call Ankeny home, and that's why I am a supporter. If I can help you or anyone you know find the perfect home in Ankeny or the Metro, let's talk. And now it's time to cheer on our kids.
Welcome back to Ankeny Activities Network. We're here after that little 10-minute break. It was a nice little break there for me to get a sip of water ready to go for our second half of tonight's game. Just a quick review of the first half before we get ready for the second half. But before I give you that review, Ankeny will start with possession here with 40 minutes left. But a quick review on the first half. Number 9, Landon Bench. Literally 40 seconds into the game, on the dot, he scored his first goal for the Hawks. A very fast player here. I've never seen him play, and I now want to come do a little bit more play-by-play for Ankeny because this kid is fast.
Davenport North 1-0.
1-0 is the score with the second half starting off. Hawks with the ball on the defensive side, trying to move forward on the far side. That one's booted. That'll go off the head of a Wildcat. Wildcats will have the ball, but fighting as the Hawks. That one will fall out. Oh, never mind. That one did not fall out. Wildcats and
Foul, Ankeny.
Foul will be called on Ankeny. That one I'm not sure if I'd be able to call as a official. Just looked like two guys trying to go for a ball there, but at the end of the day, one did get hurt and one did have an advantage, so it was a foul. Good call by the official there. Dockendorf on the other side, continuing his heavy skills here tonight. As he showed those skills multiple times in the first half when the Wildcats did have multiple shots to try and score, and they were all shut down by Donkendorf. Wildcats will have a throw-in on the far side. I will go to Thornburg. Continuing, we'll be at the center logo. Continuing. Foul call.
Foul on Davenport.
Speedy Gonzalez, or also known as Landon Bench, is continuing. That will fall out.
Throw in.
Yeah, throw in. Bench looked like he wanted to throw it in, but he will not. Nice save there. Wildcats continuing. Nice defense by the Wildcats. Hawks looking for an open option here. He does on the outside. He's just got to get it over there. He'll go backwards on the outside, far side. That one's close to the outside there. Or excuse me, inside. Hawks will get back the ball. Might have a shot here. That one's broken up. Never mind. That one is a good. Oh, and that one's blocked.
Shot on goal, Ankeny.
The good old goal post took out his field goal for the night. I was going to say we'd be 2 for 2 on field goals, but now we're 1 for 2. Franklin will have the goalie kick for the Wildcats, and he will boot it. Hawks have the ball once again, trying to move in the inside. It's Bench. His outside might have a shot here on goal. That was a nice old juke right there. Oh, and goes off the body of a Wildcat. Hawks at the 50-yard line trying to set this thing right back up. Might have a shot. And Franklin sliding. Look at that one. Wildcats out right away. Thornburg on the outside, kicked it back. Wildcats trying to move forward at the 40-yard line, and that's going to be a foul call. Free kick there. Fast free kick there. Continuing. Booted up header by the Hawks. Wildcats might have a shot. He blocks out one. Dockendorf will have a rolling stop. Continuing. Outside, nice pass there. Wildcats moving in on the outside. Continuing. Gets it into the inside. That one's close to being broken. The Hawks break that one up. They're trying to move it out at this point in time. Still really close to the goal there. No Wildcats in sight, though. They're going to continue by doing a cross pass all the way to the outside.
Foul on Davenport.
Davenport's going to have a foul. And Davenport will also have a substitution. I'm not sure they're going to let him come in now or they're going to wait it out.
Set piece opportunity for Ankeny. Taken by number 10, Cal Wahlberg.
Wahlberg with the kick there, and that one, or excuse me, first corner kick of tonight. Now, after calculations.
By number 10, Cal Wahlberg.
Wahlberg with the first corner kick tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, literally the first corner kick of tonight. Haven't even seen one of the first half. And the first corner kick of the night is caught by Franklin in goal. North trying to move it forward. They will. That one's up. Once again, they're trying to move in. Side tackle there. All legal. Wildcats with the ball here on the close side. Trying to go outside. They will connect, but it might be a double team. That one's up. Trying to get it out of there, but Wildcats will have the ball. That was a dangerous pass there by the Wildcats. It'll be kicked out. And it'll be Hawks. Or excuse me, Wildcat. It'll be a Wildcat throw-in.
Coming for Davenport, number 8, Caleb Piper. Placing number 5, Sebastian Paez.
Wildcats might have a shot there, and that one's just too far up, and I can't confirm if it was a field goal or not.
Head over to the concession stand for half-price grill items while they last.
Half-price grill items. We might have to pause the live stream so I can go get some. Or there just might not be a lot of talk. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's no talking going on for at least 5 minutes, you know where I'm at. Hawks with the ball back their area. Wildcats, I would say coming out at halftime, only 9 minutes in, but Wildcats have actually played very well offensively, but also defensively. They've been able to break up a lot of passes there by the Hawks. Wildcats have been closer to the goal a lot more, as well as had a couple close calls. Hawks might have a chance, and that one's a save by Franklin. They'll have a nice throw. Continuing, it's a race. Push call will be called on the Wildcats.
Foul on Davenport.
One's going to be kicked towards the inside. Also, the Wildcats haven't... I don't want to jinx that one. I think they just did it. They're starting to clump up just once again towards the middle a little bit. Kind of leaving that outside corner on the far side open. As the Hawks push it across the 50 to the outside. Continuing. That one's going to go past the 50. But another rush pushed it on the offensive side for the Hawks. Trying to move forward with it. That one's a nice huge kick up there. We have a nice header. Moves very fast. One's going to fall out, and it'll be a throw-in.
Throw-in Davenport.
For the Wildcats. It'll be substitution also for the Wildcats.
In for Davenport, number 3, Mason Ringdahl. Placing number 7, Yusuf Love.
Still sitting at a 1-0 lead for the Hawks. They still lead as they just crossed a mark of 10 minutes into the second half. Wildcats trying to move forward with. They might have a close call here, and Dockendorf will handle it with a nice tap of the foot, but he'll pick it up. Roll it towards the center. Kind of holding it off there. Kicks it to the inside. Right back to the center. Once again, if this Hawks defense does break down, if the Wildcats can break down the Hawks defense here, it might not be a good story for the Hawks. Hawks so far in the second half have had very good defense. Had a couple mishaps, but they've recovered from them perfectly. On an inside hit there, he'll kick it up towards the center. There'll be nobody there to grab that one, but they're still close to the goal. Might have a shot. Official almost had a foot worthy there. Trying to get a shot. That one's the inside, and Brock breaks it up. Hawks on the outside, that's going to fall off the foot, and it'll give the Wildcats a throw-in. Wildcats with the ball. They're trying to go back. Thornburg was trying to go backwards with it. Hawks kind of broke it up.
Throw in Davenport.
Davenport will have a throw in. "27 minutes to go in the second half.
Throw in Davenport.
Davenport will have a throw in. Also, just a reminder, new rules. This goes for girls and boys. There's no overtime. And with no overtime, there's no penalty kicks if you're tied. If you tie and it's at end of regulation, that's your final score. So Hawks are here trying to get an insurance goal here just to keep them safe. Hawks might have that insurance goal by bench. Pass it inside. They need some help. Kicked all the way to the center. Trying to move forward with it. To the outside. Kicks it in. That one, I believe, went behind the goal. Very, very close shot there. Franklin will have a goal kick.
I'd like to thank our league sponsors. All-Star Concrete. White Plumbing. Casey's. Central Bank. Central City. Chicken Coop.
It's 8:08 here so far right now, and it's 52 degrees, and I'm most definitely starting to feel it. As the Hawks might have a goal by bench. That one's kicked out by the Wildcats, and they're starting to get close here.
Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Corner kick Ankeny, taken by number 10, Cal Wahlberg.
Wahlberg will have a Iowa Rush Soccer Club corner kicks. Only the second corner kick of the night. And that one's booted up, and that one I believe might go. Oh, never mind. That wasn't going to go over the building. It certainly had the height for it, though.
In for Davenport, number 7, used to go up. Number 11, Tucker List.
Couple substitutions for the Wildcats. Wildcats are going to try and come here from the close side, or known as the outside, not the center. That one's going to be broken up. It'll be Hawks throwing. That one's off the Hawks' foot, and that one will roll out, and the Wildcats will have a throw. That one's going to fall out, too. No souvenir there. Hawks will have a throw in towards the center. Broken up by the Wildcats. A loose. Loss of the ball there. Hawks will get the ball off the lost ball. Trying to move forward for a goal. I see Bench out there. He's sitting towards the middle. Nothing there. Bench only needs the ball. That one's going to fall out towards the left side of the field. Or left side of the goal, excuse me. Franklin will have a goal kick with 23:35 to go. Substitution, I believe. Or no. There's a substitution over for the Hawks. That one's up in the air. As the Geese almost get nailed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that'd be a first thing. I've seen it happen in baseball, never in soccer before, though. As the Hawks get close to the goal, might have one here. And it's a nice block by Franklin. Drew Franklin. Gosh, I can't say his name anymore. Drew Franklin with a nice save for the Wildcats. Kills the Hawks' insurance goal right there. Substitution comes in for the Hawks. Drew Franklin early in the game gave one up by Landon Bench. Off a pretty good shot. Franklin didn't really see it coming. He did make an attempted block. It was just a really good shot by Bench, but after that shot and that goal, Franklin's been unstoppable like Davenport. Wildcats trying to get it past the 50-yard line. They do. Trying to tie this one up because they can't head to overtime. 21:45 to go. That was close to going out there. Oh, kept it going. Oh, he might have a shot here. Going up towards the center. And Duckendorf.
Save, Duckendorf.
Duckendorf with a nice save for the Hawks. Corner kick here for Davenport North. That one's in. We passed the goal there. Still have a chance. And Hawk will be down.
Davenport.
He did come right down, looked to be on his tailbone. Clock stoppage will be called by the official, and we will have a trainer come out for the Hawks to check him out. 20:47 is that time. That was a nasty fall by him. He landed right on the lower back. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back here on Ankeny Activities Network.
No matter how hard I try, I cannot come up with any place I'd rather call home than Ankeny. We raised our family here, so when it came time to downsize, I knew there was no place for me but Ankeny. From unique shops to incredible restaurants, there's always something new to explore, and it's all just a few minutes away. Building my home here with Caliber was one of the best decisions I've ever made. If you're thinking about making a move, let me help you find your perfect home. You'll fall in love with Ankeny just like I have. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Ankeny number 10, Cal Walber.
Welcome back to Ankeny Activities Network. Just sitting up here in the booth after a Hawk did end up going down. He had a header, but it was a nasty fall. We'll see what athletic trainer's looking at here. It's either a knee or a back, but play does continue here. Continue, it's kicked off. Offsides is the call.
Offsides, Davenport.
Davenport's called. I can't say it enough. These two goalies have been outstanding tonight. One mishap by Drew Franklin did cost the Wildcats a goal. Hawks do lead 1-0 with 20 minutes to go. But so far, both sides, the goalies have been outstanding, keeping this game very interesting. And the Wildcats still trying to strike for a 1-1. But the big problem with that is they'd have to come back with a second goal to win it. Ankeny with the ball, 15-yard line. Dockendorf, he came out a little farther. He came up to the 25. As the Wildcats move back, Dockendorf is going to have to run back, and he'll have the ball. He will boot that one up in the air. That one's going to go off a foot of a Hawk, and the Wildcats are going to have the ball. Moving forward, Mike looking for a pass, and that one's just going to go a little too wide of the goal. Dockendorf with a goal kick as the Wildcats have a substitution. Hawks are going to have a substitution as well, I believe. Never mind, I was off on that one. That's 2 times I've said that they're going to have a substitution. They did not end up having a substitution. Hawks will have the ball, though. Dockendorf did get the goal kick there on the goal try there by the Wildcats. It just ended up falling a little wide, excuse me. Nice pass connection there. He was wide open. That one's cooked up there. Header by the Wildcats. Ankeny still making a shot, and that was going to be booted out by Portman. Still trying to move down the line, and he'll kick that one out. Or, excuse me, he will kick that one out. We'll have a goal kick. Dockendorf will have the pleasure of having that goal kick here tonight as we have a substitution.
Number 13, Angela.
Been a very interesting night here so far here at Ankeny High School, as the weather decides to decline and go to 52 degrees outside. I feel like it's got to be a little bit colder out there. But that's how soccer rolls. I like the game of soccer due to the fact that you play through anything unless it's lightning. Nice steal there. Slide tackle chance. That was not there. Hawks might have a chance to get the insurance. Any mishap there. Hawks are moving in. There is no connection there for that pass, and the Wildcats make sure the Hawks feel it. They get the ball. They're moving in the inside. Now it's kicked all the way down to the goalie for the Hawks. Dockendorf having a pretty outstanding game here tonight. Has seen a couple shots on goal, has blocked them. Earlier in the first half, we did see a very nice save by him. He had to hit it from one side of the goal and make it all the way other. And in time for that, he took a nice dive and ended up blocking that one with the hands.
In for Davenport, number 4, Landon Quinn. Place number 21,
Dockendorf on the season, he's got 8 saves. Franklin over on the other side has got 7. The biggest comparison here tonight for both goalies is Franklin. And we're going to have a foul call here. It's going to be called on the Hawks. Very close call. But going back to Franklin for Davenport North, the biggest comparison of these two goalies is that Franklin's only allowed 1 goal on this season and Dockendorf 8. Both guys Dockendorf has seen more time with 240 minutes, and Franklin only seeing 160. Nice header there. Hawks trying to get it out. Wildcats, that one goes off the Hawk. Trying to once again get it. Now, first time here this season I've seen student section actually. I haven't seen student sections for. I haven't seen a student section since the postseason over at Ankeny Centennial. This is a nice student section. That one's out. I'm going to be Hawks throwing.
Ankeny.
You're going to be able to hear the student section here as we have the windows open, but.
In for Ankeny, number 19, Kai Newhart. Coming in for number 10, Cal Wahlberg.
All the Hawk fans at home, when your Hawks get a good play or a good pass, make sure you join in with the student section and do the haze and the hose. That's a nice boot. Wildcats end up retrieving it. And that looked like a scary play there for the Wildcats. Hawks on the far side, trying to move on it. Nice defense by Quinn all the way where that'll fall out, and we've got a corner kick. Iowa Rush Soccer corner kick will be taken on the far side, and with 13:40 to go, the Hawks have a chance for insurance here to seal the deal here at Ankeny High School. And that one's high up in the air off the Austin's foot. Up and away. That one's booted up in the air, close there off the, almost the top of the bench's head. That's a nice save there by the Wildcats. Give them credit. That one's going to fall out. Hawks will have a throw-in.
Throw-in, Ankeny.
13 minutes to go.
In for Ankeny, number 6.
Here over the last 2 minutes, the Hawks have gone non-stop. They've been playing very good offense for the last 2 minutes. Really challenging this Wildcat defense on the back.
Baez replacing number 7.
That one's going to fall out. Hawks will have a throw-in. Continuing with a nice boot to the center. Header was attempted, but couldn't get it. Still moving in the center. That one's up in the air. Austin will lay a foot on it before the Wildcats take a little hit there at it. Little touch in, we've got a foul. Actually, we will have just a foul, no yellow card there. That one's up in the air. That had a nasty curve on it. Now, as a baseball player, if I saw a curveball like that, there's no way I'm swinging. Coach, I'm sorry. There's just no way. Close to the goal. Nice save by Franklin. Drew Franklin. The story of the night. And Jackson Dockendorf. These two goalies are some of the best goalies in boys soccer I've seen.
Ankeny.
Ankeny throwing, trying to find the right place to throw it in at. Wildcats, Brock with a kick there. Kick to the center, they're gonna go to the outside. On the far side is the Hawks with the ball. That one's kicked up in the air. That one's going to go off the head of a Wildcat. It's going to fall. The Wildcats are going to have a substitution. Ladies and gentlemen, if you planned on making it out to this game, I will tell you, it's not worth it. It's too cold out here. Even though we're in a press box, I don't believe we're getting any heat. But it's still staying decently warm in here. But if you plan out sitting outside in the cold, I would not make the trip because you only got 10 minutes left. And you just got your your amazing play-by-play announcer here with you, Cash Van Bali, here on Ankeny Activities Network.
In for Davenport.
Throwing for the Wildcats. Ankeny trying to make a move here. It's kicked up high in the air. Still moving around. Still making a move. And they're gonna have
foul on Ankeny.
Foul call on Ankeny. From the looks of it and the sounds of the fans, they wanted a yellow. That'd be the third yellow here tonight. And the men are ready to go with this kick here tonight. This is going to have a nasty curve. I'm going to guess he's going to fake it, and this one's going to be kicked by the second guy. But you just don't know. And it's going to have a nasty curve on it. Hey, and they get it! The Wildcats score off of the kick. We're all tied up, 8 minutes to go, 1-1. Hawks are going to have possession. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not go to overtime. So this one's going to have to be settled in 8 minutes or it's just going to go down as a tie. And I'll tell you, a tie is worse than a loss.
I'll finish it! Come on! Hurry up!
Nice kick there. That one's going to be called out.
Davenport.
You know how the tie saying goes, a tie is like kissing your sister. Neither team wants to have a tie tonight. They want to break it up. The Hawks, if they get one and put one in the left hand, they'll be 2-2. Then the Wildcats will, they end up pulling out the win, they'll be 3-0. Wildcats have a pretty good win here, considering that Dockendorf is one of the better goalies here in 5A in the CIML, as well as his back line of the Hawks. Continuing. Might have a shot. Oh, that one slipped. It looked like it hit the cleat, but it might have slipped. Austin moving forward with it, and that one's broken up. Just saved it barely. Kicked forward, and it's going to roll out. Hawks are going to have a throw. Looking around 5A, Ankeny Centennial, the rivals of your Hawks, ended up winning 2-1 against Lewis Central. That's the only 5A score we have in right now. Looks like there might be a couple tournaments going on here this week anyway, and let's see a couple neutral sites for different games. Hawks might have a shot here. Continuing. He popped up. Rock popped up pretty fast. Wildcats might have a shot. Thornburg moving forward. Double teamed. Hawks will take possession. Thornburg continues to move. He did end up getting pushed to the ground a little bit. The Hawks are going to move forward with it. Now it's a pass that's broken up. Both teams are alive here with 5:45 to go. Substitution coming in for the Hawks. 5:40 to go. We have come alive. Ladies and gentlemen, this game was 1-0 for the longest time. Only 40 seconds into the game, Landon Bench for the Hawks ended up getting the 1 goal until a couple minutes ago when the Wildcats scored their first goal. It's 1-1 with 5:15 to go. Hawks 50, moving to the outside. Landon Bench, number 9, is the player you're going to want to have to watch here within this last couple minutes of tonight's game. He might be your game-winning scorer. Moving to the middle, that one's broken up. A little bit too far of a pass.
The insurance station, Teriyaki House, Roof, Iowa.
Continuing to move.
Chick-fil-A.
That one's kicked up high, and he might have a shot. Oh, and it just barely looked like he lost his footing and had to kick it up in the air. It's going to fall out, and Hawks are going to have a throw-in to the middle.
Tie, 1-1.
Close to... This one's getting heated, ladies and gentlemen. It's a close game here, 1-1. It's going to be kicked back. Hawks are going to still have possession with 4:10 to go. Oh, it's a close there call and foul. Ooh. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, and might need to take a rest there off of the speaking. Hawks will have the ball. Continuing. Broken ankles over there on the far side. Hawks continue to move in. That one's going to kick. That one's going to fall out. The Hawks are going to let it fall out with 3:20 to go.
Throw it, Ankeny.
Ankeny's now throwing that one to far. One's going to be headed by the Wildcats. That one's kicked up all the way close to the far side. That is Landon Bench. He gets blocked there. That one's going to fall out. 3 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. These do not end in ties. Or excuse me, they do now end in ties. Wildcats with a nice kick halfway down the field. It's going to be Thornburg. It's going to be a rush. Thornburg looked like he either got gassed or he got a cramp mid-run. He ended up slowing down and letting that one go and letting the Hawks retrieve. Hawks move to the middle. Nice little slide. They're going to move it all the way outside, but Hawks with a nice kick. Brock with a nice hit. Bench needs to move if he wants to grab this one. Franklin will kick it out. They still have a chance, though. That one's going to be kicked down. They Bench might have a shot! And they get it! Ankeny Hawks, 156! Ankeny Hawks get the goal! Nice goal there, 2-1. As you see the student section over there to congratulate him. 156, 2-1, Ankeny Hawks.
2 minutes remaining.
Number 13, Andrew Loader with the nice goal for the Hawks. He'll break up the tie. It's 2-1, 156 to go. Wildcats now have to get down the field as fast as possible and get one in the goal. But it's going to be against the toughest goalie, one of the toughest goalies in 5A in the CIML. He's had multiple saves tonight. He's only given up one shot. Hawks might have another shot with Bench. Bench is a little tackle there. He's going to go across the thing. And, oh, Franklin with a nice save.
Number 9, Landon Bench.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Lightning McQueen halfway on the field, and also his birth name is Landon Bench. One of the fastest players I've ever seen. Now it's going to be foul. It's going to be tripping. Or excuse me. It'll be a yellow card.
Foul on Ankeny.
It'll be a yellow card for number 6, Austin Lundberg.
Yellow card on Ankeny. In for Ankeny, number 1, Brian Jimenez.
Third yellow card we've seen tonight. It's been a pretty physical game, but also it's been a very close game tonight. That one's high up in the air, and then a header by the Hawks. Hawks might have another shot here. Brock will hopefully make contact for the Wildcats. 1 minute to go.
Throw in Davenport.
Brock with the throw-in for the Wildcats. Hawks only 50 seconds away from being 2-2 on the season. Dockendorf with a nice save there. Kept it within the box. Trying to waste time, 30 seconds to go. Hawks are only 25 seconds till they turn their record into something good. 20 seconds to go. Franklin, boots. Ten seconds left until the Hawks walk out with a win.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And Davenport North will hold on, and the Hawks win. They win 2-1. We'll be right back here with a post-game, quick post-game. And who scored your goals tonight? You're watching Ankeny Activities Network.
My real estate team knows that sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. As an Ankeny mom, I have seen how important they are for success in school and beyond. I've been helping families here for over 20 years as a realtor, and I know that our schools and community activities are second to none. That's why people love to call Ankeny home, and that's why I am a supporter. If I can help you or anyone you know find the perfect home in Ankeny or the Metro, let's talk. And now it's time to cheer on our kids.
Welcome back to Ankeny Activities Network. That's a final score tonight, 2-1. The Hawks win after a full 80 minutes and full regulation. Congratulations to the Hawks on another win. They moved to 2-2, and the Davenport North Wildcats take their first loss of the season, and they will be 2-1 going into their matchup tomorrow. The Hawks will see another matchup, I believe, next week. As I continue on, I will find that matchup. But tonight's story, they play Ankeny, or excuse me, yes, they do play Ankeny Centennial at Northview Middle School, or Ankeny City Stadium, which will be their one matchup of the season. They play a little bit earlier than what they usually do. But tonight's story is the two goalies in goal. Number 0, Drew Franklin for the Wildcats, and for the Hawks, I gotta pull up his name here. I don't know why I forgot it because I was saying it all night long. It was number 0, Jackson Dockendorf. These two goalies were the best goalies I've seen so far this season for girls and boys soccer. Sadly, Franklin did end up giving up 2 goals, but otherwise he had some pretty good shot blocks. Jackson Dockendorf did end up giving up 1 goal, but ended up having a solid night overall. Your 2 goal scorers for the Hawks was within the first 40 minutes of the first half was number 9, Landon Bench, first goal, and also your goal leader for the Hawks. And number 13, Andrew Loader, the second goal to confirm the win at 1:56 left in the second half. It's been Cash Ramboli here with your play-by-play here tonight. Can't wait to see you next week. It'll be the rivalry week next week against Ankeny Centennial when the Hawks will play next. You've been watching Ankeny Activities Network, and I wish you all a good night. Thank you very much.
No matter how hard I try, I cannot come up with any place I'd rather call home than Ankeny. We raised our family here, so when it came time to downsize, I knew there was no place for me but Ankeny. From unique shops to incredible restaurants, there's always something new to explore, and it's all just a few minutes away. Building my home here with Caliber was one of the best decisions I've ever made. If you're thinking about making a move, let me help you find your perfect home. You'll fall in love with Ankeny just like I have. Let's talk soon.